Hosted by an organization called Uhuru Solidarity.
What's going on?
Why?
We read this
thing.
Why? Wait. Look at son in the back, man. Like,
no, look at this poster. Looking at this. Looking at them like, yo, what are they doing?
Yo, we back, man. It's the Devil's Advocates, and we back with some more content for your head top. It's your boy Cole, and I'm here with
Royal Conquesto, aka Mr. Anderson, aka Derek Robin,
and a special guest,
my son Josh, aka Mr. Just Do It, aka Mr. Take Your Bitches.
Woo! And we back, man. Yeah, we back with another Channel 5 reaction. You know, when we watch Channel 5, it's always it always goes up.
Always a great time.
Always a great time.
Always a great time. Look at this. Look at this. What is that? Look at my man's fit.
That shit fire though.
That shit fire.
That shit is fire, bro.
Is that a kaleidoscope?
A what?
You never seen like the kaleidoscope like the
That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like for real. Yo, but this one is Uhuru. What? March for Reparations? What is Uhuru?
I don't know what Uhuru is. Oh, I know. March for reparations to African people. Oh, so is she speaking for reparations for us?
Is she on her Jane Elliott flow? Cause
that's what it seemed like.
That's what it looked
like.
Nah.
Oh, that's how it started.
Uhuru means freedom in Swahili. I just want to welcome all of you today and thank all of you for coming out to the March for Reparations to African people. Uhuru, give ourselves all a round of applause.
Yo, pause that real quick. Yeah. See, this is the thing about white people that really be getting me tight. Like, none of that is really necessary. She's like, Uhuru is whatever that means in Swahili.
Yeah,
I wasn't paying attention.
Peace in Swahili.
But it's just like, literally, you could just give a regular speech about why we deserve reparate. Like, we don't need a whole history lesson. We're not taking a language class. You feel me? Like, that's
true.
You can speak English. You're
right. Like, it's not. It's not like this isn't.
You shouldn't be the one to tell me what something is.
Right, bro.
You should not be
like, because this is like
I know you're not from Kenya, mom.
I'm a descendant of settlers, and I believe in reparations in order to heal our nation.
Yep.
And we need to address racially based climate change in order to save our planet, in order to save this race. And we need.
Wait,
where did it jump?
Where's Adam at? I mean, Andrew. Who is this nigga?
Racially based climate change?
That threw me for a loop. I don't know.
Unless that's a thing, I don't know what that is.
No, because see, what she means is like, dark-skinned people retain heat more. So the ozone layer, with it being hotter,
so in the hood,
right, it affects us.
So the ice capsules be in the hood. That's
right.
That's what my ice be melting.
So that's why they always say the block is hot.
The block is hot.
The block is hot. I'm not rocking with the crocodile tears for real. Come on, ma. Like, we know this don't mean that much to you, because if it really did, you wouldn't have came out with that fit on. But because like
Reparations before we're going to be able to heal anything, including our planet.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you. Your heart's in the right place.
You loyal.
Damn.
I appreciate you.
Uhuru.
Your views
You're probably wondering what you're watching. I'm your host, Andrew Callaghan.
Hold on, let's just watch that one more time. I got, because I threw me off guard.
You're probably wondering what you're watching. I'm your host, Andrew Callaghan, and that footage was from the Uhuru Reparations March on the streets of Oakland, California. At the time of this rally, I was a few hours south in Hollywood at an anti-vax march.
Here we are, Channel 5 Live.
That's the guy from the
same
video.
one?
Yeah,
no, it's not.
Look at that hat. That's the same guy.
That's the same guy.
The COVID is the scam guy. That's the same nigga.
Hollywood and Vine, Freedom March.
But the night before, we caught wind of a very important day, the National Day for African Reparations, hosted by an organization called Uhuru Solidarity.
What's going on?
Why?
We read this
Why? Why? Because this is
what is going on?
This is a picture you see on page 76 of like a science textbook. Like, what is going? Why is no?
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Is he in a wheelchair?
The shirt. He is.
How you gonna stand up from? No.
Well, look at the shirt. White solidarity.
Black
with
power.
Black power. Or for, is that with? I think that's with. So it's the white people trying to show.
Wait. Look at son in the back, man. Like,
No, look at this poster. Looking at this, looking at them like, yo, what are they doing?
Yo, I respect Gertrude and Charlotte for popping out. You feel me? Because you really do have that older generation that really don't be rocking with us for real. Like
that's
like
a fact.
you be having 80-year-old white women with what is that dementia, right? That's the disease that be having you forget something.
Yeah.
And they be forgetting everything but the fact that they're racist. So like they be
How you?
right. They
Oh,
be
that's the one thing you hold on to.
Right, they be forgetting their name, their children, where they live, but let them see a black person and
see a nigger.
right.
The George Floyd shit.
The rally,
Yeah, and Nancy Pelosi and put on the fucking kente cross.
right, and they was taking the
The same energy, boy.
with the
The same
dashiki,
energy.
and it's just like, yo, this is what I be saying when like they be doing too much, because all we really be asking for is just like, yo, take our feelings into consideration and actually listen to us when we speak about these issues, and they're just like, oh, I'll do you one better. I'll throw
get
the
on
dashiki on, like
what?
As white people, we have always upheld the lie that America is the home of freedom and democracy. But the reality is very different.
Long before Trump and
Becky.
the rise of fascism, African people were catching hell.
Something is wrong with this reality. Because every opportunity and amenity I have,
What was that transition?
he looked like he was about to drop the hottest freestyle.
This man's name is his name is Prince. Is that your real name or is that his
stage name.
his stage name? You know, Uhuru Volunteer. That's the dumb yo.
at the expense of my black and brown brothers and sisters around the world, you owe money. If you don't give it, we're going to come take it.
And I've seen Prince take it, all right?
So while I was busy in Hollywood at the anti-vax rally, we sent our African studies correspondent, Saddam, to the Bay Area to
Son don't look like Mrs. Puff?
When she was trying to take back,
You don't look like Mrs. Puff?
when she was trying to take back the motion,
Come on.
My son, the
what the hell's
hamburger.
going on.
Mama always told me about that water. Yeah, I say, okay, ma, I'm sorry, ma, I got right in that water. I ain't never noticed I was going.
That looked like the intro to
We
Fresh
are here
Prince
at
for real,
Snow
when he
Park.
was making
It's one of the whitest parks I've ever seen. We're gonna see the Uhuru Solidarity movement. It's a bunch of white people that believe in African reparations. They want to give us money.
I see where you have to fit on now.
Let's get some money.
Wait till I get my money right.
The United States of America was built on stolen land and stolen labor.
Yes,
The
it
African
was.
People's Socialist Party was putting forward the
Hold up.
No, yeah.
The sign?
Yeah.
Gaza?
Yeah. Yeah.
Son is Jamaican?
Yeah.
Free vibes?
Yeah.
World boss? This is Chad Hanks' dad?
Is his real dad?
He said that's his real dad. That's crazy.
Oh man.
year of $4.1 trillion in unpaid labor. It's really about we as white people confronting our privilege in this system. And not just confronting it ideologically, but confronting it actually.
Okay, I don't know if I'm paying attention, but this random nigga.
Not just confronting it ideologically.
This random nigga in the back just sleeping.
What is
It threw me off. I didn't know what was going on.
But confronting it actually by giving back.
Can I have $5?
Are you serious?
Yes.
You got change?
I don't. Sorry. I don't. Sorry.
Okay. Next time.
See,
Oh, he's talking about Gaza and Palestine.
Oh, okay.
see,
Wrong Gaza.
Wrong Gaza.
I really be like praying to God for real that I wake up and one day run into people like this or Mr. Beast where they just be
Mr.
like,
Beast?
where
Yo.
they bro, if I ever read into Mr. Beast and he was just like, yeah, we're selling this whole house for $1 and like, bro,
Imagine you don't have $1 on you that day. Like you need to pay cash, and he's like,
bro,
I can't take card, bro.
A crackhead is always finding some way to get crack. You feel me? So if you get outworked by a crackhead, you have to do some soul searching. Like, oh, I don't have the money, I'm not getting crack today. Because they get sober if that was the case. So somehow, some way,
You gotta get that crack.
you gotta get right.
What's going on?
We're here marching for reparations for African people. We want reparations.
How would you like to see like reparations?
I didn't mean to stop it, but the dude that just gave homie $5, he ain't had the overseer hat on. That wasn't.
Yo.
Feels like in the black community.
I think that's up to the black people and how they want to do it.
That's true. That's true. Can I get $5?
Of course. I only have a 20. Does that work?
That works, yeah. $20 is cool. Thank you. I love you.
I love you back.
Hey.
We're with the Freedom Socialist Party, so we're a socialist, feminist, anti-racist, international party. Again, coming from an anti-capitalist perspective, we do think that redistributing the wealth is gonna need to happen for any liberation to really happen.
Hell yeah. Can I have $5?
That's not the massive reparations. Where it comes from matters, and it needs to be paid by the people that have.
Yes or no?
Cut off the
yes or no?
Cut off the chit chat.
Yes or no?
Run the $5.
Yes or no?
The benefits.
We are for reparations. We are, actually working on, a pamphlet on what, the specifics should be. But reparations are a just demand. When you have people that were stolen from their countries and then tell them, oh, hey, you're free now, but we're going to still let people, discriminate against you. You need to make things right through reparations.
And that's mega corporations, and it is the capitalist system. And I don't think it's, I'd give you $5 if I had it, but I don't think it's for any individual who's part of the working class. Again, I don't have it the way I should have it under the system either. So it's not so much, I don't think, for any working class or poor person to provide that personally, but to be in a movement that's demanding that happen at a systemic level. And again, tax the rich to get schools, tax the rich to make housing, tax the rich to pay for reparations. That's where I would come at it from.
So right now, hella people gave speeches, and now we're marching to the furniture store, the Uhuru furniture store. So far, I got $20. I only got 25, but the dude didn't have change. Some of these niggas are just broke.
My name is Ali Ayello.
Oh wait, my son didn't give him money.
I thought he didn't have change.
Like you said, some of these niggas just really be broke.
Nah.
So we just be broke.
The overseer hat. I'm telling
From
you.
Oakland, California, I'm not from Oakland, California. I lived in Oakland, California since February of this year, and I'm from New Jersey.
Alright, cool. So what are we doing here today?
Yeah, so we're out here, the organization that...
Hold on, give me a second.
You're not gonna be able to read that.
No, my eyes were twitching. I thought that was Snoop Dogg on her shirt. I'm not gonna keep. I thought that was old Snoop. I thought it was Snoop.
Yeah, so we're out here, the organization that's putting this on is the Uhuru Solidarity movement. We're an organization that works under the leadership of the African People's Socialist Party to organize, particularly in the white community, for reparations to African people.
Africa is the future. It's the youngest continent on the planet. There is so much potential there, living there. It's so dynamic. There's so much opportunity. It is literally the future. It will drive innovation from the youth and from...
Wait, see, I don't like that because she's talking like she's trying to move her and her whole family to Africa and like.
Did she say it's the oldest or the youngest?
She said it's the youngest continent, which don't make sense because if you talk to any type of scientist or whatnot, they say that people all originated from I mean, if she means young as in like the countries, then I guess that makes sense because there's a lot of like underdeveloped countries there that haven't been there long.
Maybe young in terms of development. Maybe
right, because there's a lot of third world countries and whatnot within Africa, and I agree with what she's saying because, mind you, Africa has never really needed the world for anything else because in Africa you can find oil, gold,
true, there's
rice,
a lot of natural resources.
Wheat, right, there's a lot of natural resources, but the way she's speaking, she making it seem like she about to
go over there and start.
Right, she about to go to Kenya and be like, yeah, we're from America, and no,
I love Africa.
Like we
go home, bitch.
Right, we need your money, not your presents.
Go back to the fucking Caucasus Mountains. Like, what's going on? Go back to your homeland. What are you going to Africa for? I don't
She's
get
a Viking.
I don't get it.
additional investment.
What are three of your favorite things about Africa?
Oh, wow, okay. I was in West Africa, and they joke a lot with each other. And so, like, if I'm Tore and you're Koulibaly, I'd be like, oh.
Wait.
What is going on?
Wait. I know.
She went to Africa.
She was in West Africa, and they joke with each other. They probably was not fucking with her. They was not fucking with her.
That's hilarious.
And so, like, if I'm Tore and you're Koulibaly, I'd be like, oh, you eat beans. And you'd be like, oh, well, you're my slave, so. Yeah.
Cool. Can I get $5?
I don't have any cash, but I can Venmo you.
I only got Cash App. Oh, okay, cool. Shout out Cash App. Cash App is the best service ever. Channel 5 Cash App gang. Shout out Cash App. The best way to send reparations. If you were reincarnated, would you be white again?
I want to say no. I would love to be like part of the Black community, like for real. But I also
no, you won't. No, you.
I will give you my black card in exchange for your white privilege, and we'll see how long each other lasts.
You laugh a lot longer. It's like,
no doubt.
You laugh a lot longer. No doubt.
But that's kind of like signing myself up for issues in life.
Oh,
but you know,
okay.
I don't know, man. I love being in Africa, so like I would be very happy to be like a West African, like a Malian specifically. They're the best people. They're like so kind and cool and honest.
Yeah, I fuck with Mali.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
How long have you lived out here?
2 years.
Cool. So going into the rally, I didn't know what to expect. I realized that most of these people weren't even from Oakland. A lot of these people was from like Virginia, Boston, Santa Cruz, San Diego. And the thing about Oakland is it's a majority black city, right? Yeah. Was it Chocolate City?
That's what people say.
Is that what they said?
That's what they used to call cities, like Chocolate Cities or something like that. It was a majority black population.
But Uhuru's platform for reparations does not address anything in the Bay Area. All the money collected at that march was supposedly going to the construction of a basketball court in St. Louis, Missouri.
Niggas love basketball. No, I'm playing though. But that's not really going to uplift the community as much as like some type of educational institution, something that'll help people out, like free lunch programs. Basketball court seems kind of redundant to me, especially if you're in Oakland.
It depends. It really does depend, because if that basketball court becomes something like Rucker Park, you feel me?
It won't. They said it's in Missouri. It's in Missouri.
You never know.
Not Oakland. They trying to build a park in Missouri for basketball.
That's what they're doing?
That's what he said. That the money that was raised for it was going to a park in Missouri, not in Oakland.
You're right, but I'm just saying, you never know the potential.
Collected at that march was supposedly going to the construction of a basketball court in St. Louis, Missouri.
Niggas love basketball. No, I'm playing though. But that's not really going to uplift the community as much as like some type of educational institution, something that'll help people out, like free lunch programs. Basketball court seems kind of redundant to me, especially if you're in Oakland.
So Oakland has become one of the hottest rental markets in the Bay Area. Now people who lived in the city for decades are getting pushed out. Well, the reality of gentrification.
Yeah.
Gentrification.
I didn't know Oakland was getting gentrified like that.
See,
that's really crazy, because Oakland is the hood.
Right.
the whole city of Oakland is the hood.
Right. Like, these motherfuckers had the Raiders franchise for how long? And we all know Raiders fans is different.
All hood niggas. It's all hood niggas.
Raiders fans be fighting each other like.
Is hitting Oakland's LGBTQ community tonight. The building that serves as headquarters for Oakland Pride has been sold to a real estate firm.
Me and my daughter got regentrified to North Richmond.
Spacious lofts and turn-of-the-century Victorians, West Oakland has been a hot spot for local artists and musicians.
It's kind of a quintessentially West Oakland kind of a space.
So the mayor of Oakland announced she's creating a special cabinet to look at housing and affordability.
According to the East Bay Equity Atlas, Oakland's black community has decreased by 25% in the past 10 years, and 91% of low-income homes of color are currently in areas that are actively gentrifying or about to gentrify. This is a result of big tech's takeover of the Bay Area, which has caused home prices to rise while wages for the working class have remained the same.
I mean, we should look.
You know what? Because San Francisco is
the tech hub.
That definitely does.
San Francisco, New York, and I think Austin now is also a tech hub.
Austin is big.
That definitely does make sense, because when Kyrie and Katie came to town, the Metro cards, them prices around, they're
gonna go up.
So It definitely does make sense.
And
that
it makes
big
it
tech, like,
it makes it doubly worse because there's also not a lot of black people working in tech, and you kind of need a tech job to afford to live in a tech hub. So with like not a lot of black people being in tech, and then rent prices going up, and black people can't afford it. Black and brown people.
They extended San Francisco into Oakland, like they do in Manhattan into Brooklyn.
That's
kind of like the same parallel.
I didn't know courts are in St. Louis. St. Louis.
Hold on, what's this again?
Class have remained the same.
I mean, we should look and see how many basketball courts are in St. Louis. It just seems extremely racist to me. A group of all white people go to historically one of the blackest cities in California, the home of the Black Panthers, and they want to collect money from other white people, but like not marching through white neighborhoods and build a basketball court so we can ball up. It's St. Louis, Missouri, yeah, like on the other side of the country. Somewhere where the people who donated the money will never be able to see shit that might come out of there. You know what I mean? Who knows? If Michael Jackson, then oh shit. And the next Kobe Bryant.
Right, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
What are the chances?
That's what I was saying. Yo, if that becomes like a Rucker Park.
And what's bubblefuck Missouri?
St. Louis is the capital of Missouri.
God. Missouri is the capital of nowhere. Where the fuck is Missouri at?
I can't point it out on your map.
You can't point it out. Can you? Go look on the map right now.
Missouri.
Exactly. That's it.
It's Midwest, I think, somewhere, but I don't know.
Bro, they just had a Super Bowl champ in Kansas City. Like people know about Missouri, just not.
Thank you. Right.
All right. You got it.
Nobody will be able to be like, I seen that kid. I grew up with him. You know what I mean? So we decided to see what's up with people from the town, actually from the community.
Well, all I heard was white solidarity. I said, I'm gonna get the hell out of here.
I respect it.
I didn't know what that was.
I respect it.
What are your opinions on reparations?
I agree with it. I mean, as a people, we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, all we can do is state our case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like with anything with laws and, rights, And hopefully Congress or our local officials will step in and, and help out with that kind of a thing.
Hopefully. You think white people are evil?
No, I ain't saying no. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying some of them are, but some of them are not.
Think they owe us money though?
I don't think they should. Somebody should, give a little something back.
I think they do.
As a start, I think that every black person in America deserves the right to know where we come from, our ancestry, and it could be done with a DNA from our government. It would give us knowledge. It would empower us to know who we are.
I never heard that.
That's a really good take.
I never heard that take in terms of like, not a mandatory, but like give that as like an option. Because it's an option now, but you gotta pay mad bread.
Make it free because the DNA is like what $100
something
from like Ancestry or something, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, that shit do cost bread. Imagine you do some shit and then like you're just like, yeah, you're 3% Swedish, and you're
that's what you find that shit out because it's like
but some people really be dragging it though because like you have these white people who will be like, yeah, I'm 40% French and I'm 30% German and I'm 6% milk and I'm 9% Greek yogurt and then like
the reason why they know that shit is because their family heritage is still there.
I get that,
so they could trace that easily.
I get that, and I do respect that because if I trace my heritage back and it's just like, oh, you come from a tribe in West Africa, or oh, you were originally from Nigeria, that would be cool because I would be like, I bet now I can know without like cultural appropriating what
actually know what it is instead of claiming all of Africa but connect to one spot.
Trade, everything was lost, and the government owes us as a people to know where we come from.
What are your thoughts on reparations?
I think ideally it is owed, but in reality, I don't believe that it will happen. How do you put an amount on, and where does it start? And what?
I don't think it'll happen either.
I don't think it will happen, but stimulus checks is literally like proof that it could happen. You feel me? Because mind you, when Jewish people went through the Holocaust, they got reparations.
True.
You feel me? So it's just like, it's proof that if the government wanted to, they could have been like, all right, listen, slavery happened from 1619 all the way up to 1865. Slavery didn't really end, it was evolved. And if you actually look at the 13th Amendment that ended slavery, it was just like slavery ended unless it was like for jail or whatnot. You can't like still enslave you just to enslave you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna throw you in jail, and then now you're working on the railroads.
Different form of slavery.
Right.
Different form.
So it's just like, although you're not like in chains on a plantation, you're in a chain gang. You feel me? So
that's true.
You calculate, I mean, America would be bankrupt. Right?
What if I just start asking white people for money?
No. Absolutely not. I think that's a federal government thing. We just can start asking, people what money is. You don't owe me anything.
I got $20 so far.
Reparations is not going to be, some sort of welfare check from the U.S. government, because how could a welfare check or some sort of payout or something like that ever meet the dollar amount that's been stolen from African people? How do you define what George Floyd's life was worth, in terms of the culture that he brought to the family, his role as a father, and what he brought to his community?
So who controls where all the money goes when y'all collect reparations?
The furniture store. I think it's a great way to raise money for the movement. They also have great stuff. Like I bought a lot of stuff from here. And
what is she talking about?
So
what is I think they're using the furniture store.
Yeah, but like she just rambling, like
right. She was just like, yeah, the furniture store does it, and I bought it. I bought a lot of things.
So I think it's like if you buy something, they donate part of it to some.
Okay, all right.
That's what I'm guessing. Because I'm thinking that's why she's trying to like advertise.
Well, so you don't know.
No, that's what it came off to me as.
Who controls where all the money goes when y'all collect reparations?
The furniture store. I think it's a great way to raise
because that's the Uhuru furniture store. I just realized that. Okay, so that's
for the movement. They also have great stuff. Like I bought a lot of stuff from here. And
so what does the furniture store do with the money?
Well, I don't know exactly how they use the money, but I think they use it for like the same kind of thing that we're marching for today.
Everything I said out
to build resources and to invest in the Black community in the U.S. Yeah.
They thought the same thing about the Red Cross.
The basketball court?
I'm not sure. Yeah. This is my first time volunteering.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Alright, man, that was Uhuru Reparations. I am conflicted.
I don't want to say, I'm unappreciative, but he made like a good point when he was like, you walking around for the march to donate money to ask white people to donate money for this cause, but then you're also in Oakland, which has one of the highest rates of like black people in America.
Well, not for long.
Instead of not for long. Most of them weren't even from Oakland or came from
right. He was saying they were from Virginia and Boston.
It's not going to do anything, but I guess the sentiment.
I understand the sentiment, but it is a waste of time.
Yes. You're asking people on the street for this, but you're saying it's a government thing.
To build a basketball court.
In 9 states away.
Missouri.
Listen.
Look how many basketball courts they have over there already. It was in one conglomerate.
It was like 20 in a 2-mile radius. Anyways, y'all, this was another Channel 5 video. We got some more content coming, so keep an eye out for that. Like and subscribe. Share the video if you haven't already. Peace.
Deuce.
Catch you on the next one.